I would like to compare, though in very concise way, two cryptocurrencies to be, that is the Pi network and the InitiativeQ. At first, there are at least few other projects that aim to launch the new cryptocurrencies, and all of them in the pre-operational phase distribute units free. So do not be suspicious that someone wants to give you something not asking anything in exchange. Unless it is not an investment, it's quite normal, as any viable project has to build consistent on a global scale base of users. Thus, they do such giveaways. I chose those two for not much specific reason, apart that I participate in them, so I don't know what it is all about. But I'm fond of those projects also because they are not aiming only to create new cryptocurrency, but whole new way of payment, a widespread system. Therefore, they do not tend to rise their value in a speculative way. Now, I have a lot of objections to the way their business is held, especially in the communication layer, which is practically not existent. I'm sure that they would succeed faster and to much more extent if the staff would organize things better, but that doesn't change anything. The point is that both have great potential, and I do hope they will go real, and incidentally both should do it next year. The Pi network rather will stick to more distributed decentralized net-using blockchain to validate the transactions. On the other hand, the InitiativeQ wants to have an outside governing body that would create the monetary policy to mainly protect against speculations, and want to use local agents to, run the business of transactions and use the blockchain only to confirm it occasionally. The InitiativeQ not only was conceived by a guy from the PayPal, what makes it interesting, but use monetary market specialists to create the foundations, what gives a lot of professional allure and structure. The Pi network, although making a lot of mistakes, seems to be more recognized at that moment, thus creating a lot of information buzz, at least when you see what's going on the YouTube. Probably both do have similar base of users, although the Pi network going in last month faster. The main difference for subscribers for now, I mean in the face of acquiring users, is that the Pi network requires a lot of attention. You do have to renew your presence each day, what is a bit annoying and makes a lot of users drop the project. The gain or distribution of the units is proportional to the time elapsed and the number of your followers, those who used your invitation. The InitiativeQ, on the contrary, even limits number of invitations, but gives you quite consistent rewards. And there's no need to be much active. If you are not interested in promoting the project, you do not need to do anything. I would suggest you to register to both as a strategy of diversification of spectators. Both projects are something like 2 years old, so unfortunately now we get considerably less than the early users, but do not wait, as with time the attributed units could lower, so-called halving, and in case of Pi network they even merge, closing the registration. Do not expect to become a kind of Bitcoin millionaire, as those projects are completely different, especially they are not speculative. But if they became operational, you will get something, not investing anything. There is much more information, also due to the confusion regarding the Pi network, but please check at your will information videos I prepared both for the InitiativeQ and the Pi network. Check the playlist. If you decide to sign up, plus you need an invitation, you can use mine. And remember, you do not risk anything, you do not invest any money, so have a chance and get something really for free, if they will succeed, of course. And this depends on all of us, as such projects need wide base of users. More we are, more probable the project will go real.